kingdom down. Chewed up dreams, spit out lies, buried love under blood-red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate, kick down the doors, storm the gate. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Dreams, spit out lies, buried love under blood-red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate, kick down the doors, storm the gates. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. To burn your kingdom down. You're down. Middle fingers high in the dead man's face. Laugh while the world lays to waste. You want peace, you better run, 'cause I ain't stopping till I'm done. Your kingdom down. Flames in my eyes, blood on my boots. No turning back, no fucking truce. Raise hell or die, fucking trying. That's my truth and that's my sign.
I was born beneath a blood moon sky. Mama cried, but she knew why. The preacher swore I'd bring a curse, riding storms in a leather hearse. The ground don't claim a soul like mine, too full of sin, too sharp with time. I walk where others fear to tread, with iron in my chest and ghost in my head. Ain't no grave for me, no hole too deep, no preacher's prayer, no soul to keep. They tried to bury what they couldn't bind, but I clawed up the dirt and pine. I ain't sleeping where the dead men lie. I ride with the dust and the devil's eye. So carve no stone, don't wait and see. There'll be no grave for me. They hung me once at Red Rock Hill, left me swinging cold and still. But thunder cracked and ropes don't last when your past rides fast and your heart beats brass. I've dodged bullets, I've danced with fire, I've stared down fate and worn out choirs. The reaper tips his hat my way, but I tip mine back, then walk away. Ain't no grave for me, no chains, no box, no final rest beneath the rocks. They wrote my name on a crooked tree, but wind and time erased it clean. I won't lie down in no hallowed The crows keep watch for me. I'm a story carved in scars and smoke, a vow unbent, a bond unbroke. No grave for me, no rest, no stone. I'll keep riding till flesh meets bone. And if I vanish in the devil's rain, let 'em whisper my name in vain. But don't you dig, don't you pray, don't you plead. There never was a grave for me. Just so they don't kill us, but they are killing us anyway. Promises made all turn to dust. In the end they really don't care what we say. We scream, we shout, but no one hears. Lost in the echo of our fears. They come like wolves, tearing apart, a hunger that rips through the heart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mess, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. We're just numbers on a screen, faceless victims in their game. Behind the masks they're all obscene, feeding on our pain and shame. We scream, we shout, but no one hears. Lost in the echo of our fears. They come like wolves, tearing apart, a hunger that rips through the heart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mess, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. Together, fight or fall, break the chains, heed the call. We need a hero to save us, but our heroes are corrupting their hearts. They say they are enemies, but they seem to be allies, keeping us apart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mess, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. We live in a dark country.
winds low. A lonesome figure walks with nowhere left to go. Ghosts of old regrets, they whisper through the trees. Lord, I beg for mercy on these haunted knees. Raven calls at dusk as the sun starts to fade. Broken hearts and promises in the life I made. The whiskey in my veins, bitter as my sin. Moonlight casts a silver glow where darkness has been. Beneath the moonlit shadows, as the song starts to fade. Broken hearts and promises in the life I made. The whiskey in my veins, bitter as my sin. Moonlight casts a silver glow where darkness has been for me. Beneath the moonlit shadows, where memories turn cold, the past is never far behind. Its stories never told. Every step's a sorrow, every breath's a plea. In this valley of the damned, there's no escape for me. I hear the hoot of owls, their song a mournful cry. The stars are hidden, shrouded by the tears I cannot dry. Footsteps lost and weary on this lonesome trail, searching for redemption in a land where shadows sail. Midnight winds are howling, calling out my name. Fallen angels by my side, feeding on my shame. In the depth of darkness, I feel the chill of cold. This road to nowhere takes its toll, with stories left untold. Neath the moonlit shadows, as the sun starts to fade, the past is never far behind, and stories never told. Every step's a sorrow, every breath's a plea. In this valley of the damned, there's no escape for me.
Midnight on the ridge, shadows creep and crawl, whispers in the wind, neath the blood-red moon. Old pine creaks and sways, secrets in its bark, lonely howl echoes, piercing through the dark. Ghosts of old regrets haunt this timber trail, footsteps on the gravel, whispers of a tale. Lovers lost embrace, etched in phony vibes, memories like phantoms, mingling with the dark. Ghosts of old regrets haunt this timber trail, footsteps on the ground, whispers of a tale. Lovers lost embrace, etched in phony vibes, memories are like phantoms, mingling with the pines. Darkness falls heavy as night shadows dance. Fate's cruel mistress won't give a second chance. Underneath the starlight, hearts forever ache. Midnight on the ridge, there's too much at stake. The river runs so cold, like a lover's storm. In the chill of night, trouble's always born. The lantern flickers low, casting restless hues. Eyes in the darkness, glowing with the blues. Ravens perched on gravestones, mocking destiny. A song in the silence, riddled with mystery. Whiskey in a flask keeps the spirits warm. Solitude a friend, shelter from the storm. Darkness falls heavy as night shadows dance. Fate's cruel mistress won't give a second chance. Underneath the starlight, hearts forever ache. Midnight on the ridge, there's too much at stake. Through the dead of night, moon hangs low, casting eerie light. Coyote's cry is a haunting song. On this prairie I've wandered too long. There's a shadow beneath the willow tree, whispers secrets only I can see. Cold ground where the wildflowers lay, dreams long buried in the dust and clay. Midnight calls and the silence screams. Ghosts of love haunt my broken dreams. Lonely nights and the wolves they howl. Midnight on the prairie, hear its growl. Gravel road leading to nowhere, empty bottle and a vacant stare. Stars above seem so cold and far, as I trace my name in the fallen star. Dark clouds gather and the thunder moans. Empty heart roams a land of stones. Paths I've tread with shadows close, seeking solace in the wind's ghost. Midnight calls and the silence screams. Ghosts of love haunt my broken dreams. Lonely nights night's thin. Through the window, whispers come in. Every ghost I've known feeds the gloom as shadows dance around the room. Gravel roads and a rusted gate leading to a past I can't escape. Memories ache like an old sore wound under a sky that feels maroon. Whiskey and shadows, heavy is the night. Loneliness wrapped in dim, flickering light. Every sigh, a whisper from the past, bound by the silence, hearts turn to glass. Old barn creaks in the midnight pall. Hay's been gone since late last fall. An owl cries, echoes through the haze, lost in the night. I've lost my ways. A locket clutched in my shaking hand. Years have passed like shifting sand. By the river where we used to roam, now it's just me, and I'm all alone. There's a shadow over yonder where the old barn creaks. In the still of the night, not a soul dare speak, though the moonlight glimmers on the silver gale. In that haunted hollow, it's silence that prevails. Grandpa told stories of lost souls and bones, talking about folks who never made it back home. Echoes in the forest of a mournful tune, a distant reminder of the town's dark room. Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale
tells the tale of a love that was bitterly sold. She waits in the silence, her heart turned to stone, for the man who had promised but never came home. By the old churchyard where the wildflowers grow lie the markers of secrets no one else could know. When the north wind howls through the weather trees, it sings a song of heartaches carried on the breeze. Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding binds. Moonlight's thin on this dusty lane, whispers of the past like an old refrain. Shadows dance where the corn once grew, echoes of a love I never knew. Broken fence by the empty barn, rusty nails and a withered charm. Ghost of the fields, where did they go? Left to wander in the afterglow. Oh, the nights are long and the winds they moan. In the hush of twilight, I'm not alone. A heartbeat echoes through the hollows wide. In the still of the night, I hear you sigh. Coyotes cry in the cold night air, melancholy fills the midnight's despair. Roads that lead where the shadows lie, underneath this Tennessee sky. Tattered dreams in a lonesome house, fields fall silent, so does the spouse. Once we danced under stars so bright, now I walk these aisles in the dead of night. Oh, the nights are long and the winds they moan. In the hush of twilight, I'm not alone. A heartbeat echoes through the hollows wide. In the still
town before the sun can rise. Whiskey burns where my soul once was, and I don't apologize. My boots drag ghosts behind me, dusting memories on my trail. The law don't catch what it can't cage, and love just tends to fail. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little wild-eyed, got a fire in my blood and a hitch in my stride. They say I'm lost, but I know my way through back road nights and Judgment Day. I talk to shadows, I laugh at the pain. I'm a little crazy, but I ain't ashamed. I kissed a preacher's daughter, then vanished in the storm. Left a trail of smoldering silence where my touch was warm. I've danced with loaded devils, I've prayed with broken men. And if I crash in style, just to rise again. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little unchained, like a howl in the wind no walls can contain. I bleed in verses, I ride alone with a haunted heart carved out of stone. If heaven won't take me, then hell might try. I'm a little crazy, but I'm still alive. Where the thunder speaks my name, and love, well, it don't linger here, just smoke rings and a silent tear. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, and that's alright. I was built for storms, not candlelight. I'll tip my hat to those I've wronged, sing one last whistled outlaw song. You call it madness, I call it me. I'm a little crazy and always free. I'll carry my cross. I was born with the blood of a storm in my veins, raised by the thunder and the railroad chains. Mama cried verses while Daddy drank sin, and the preacher said hell always lets you back in. My boots hit the dirt with the weight of regret, each mile of memory I'd rather forget. But the road keeps winding through sorrow and moss, and I bear it in silence. I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross through the valley of bones, where the silence cuts deeper than sticks and stones. No angels, no choir, no coin for the cost, just me and my shadow. I'll carry my cross. I buried my brother on the edge of a creek, where the willows weep and the lost ones speak. He wore his pride like a badge on his chest, but pride turns to ash when a man's laid to rest. Now the devil walks close with a crooked grin, trading old secrets for bottles of sin. I don't beg for mercy, don't plead to be tossed. I'll walk straight through fire, I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross through the dust and the flame, through ghost towns that whisper my sorrow and name. No blessings, no guide, no savior embossed, but I won't lay it down. I'll carry my cross. The stars don't shine for the damned and the done, and justice don't come with a badge or a gun. But I made my peace with the weight I've earned. Let the wheels keep turning, let the bridges burn. There's a hill in the distance I've yet to climb, with a grave and a song and a mark of time. I'll lay down my sins where the vultures emboss, and carve my name in the stone. I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross to the end of the line, through blood and the rust, through whiskey and time, with no one behind and nothing to gloss. Let the winds write my story. I'll carry my cross. So pour one for the lost and the soul's double-crossed. I ain't looking for heaven, I'll carry my cross.
Smell of smoke in a crimson dawn, dust on my boots, sins on my palms, riding that line between wrong and right, whiskey in my breath, demons in sight. Crossroads called, I answered fast, a bargain struck, no prayers to cast. Ashes and chains don't frighten me, hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Barbed wire dreams and a rusted sky, I never feared no judgment tide. The saints all fled when I came near, the devil just laughed and poured the beer. Every scar's a story to tell, I carved my name in the gates of hell. A throne of dust waits just for me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Smoke curls up like an outlaw's prayer, freedom howls in the midnight air. No heaven's cage, no golden key, I'd rather ride where the dark runs free. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find comfort. used to be. You took your shot, but I'm still breathing. Left me for dead, but I ain't leaving. You built your kingdom on fear and lies. Now watch it crumble before your eyes. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. And I don't stop till I own this land. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. Shots loaded, one for you. Ain't no savior pulling you through. You played your game, but now it's mine. Count your seconds, run out of time. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in peace. Blood on my boots, dust on my hands. I gave you time, a chance. Now the Reaper's got your name, and I'm the one who calls the game.
I woke with a taste of blood on my tongue, whiskey on breath and a loaded gun. The lawman's dead where the red dust blows, but the devil knows what the devil sows. My boots leave fire where the shadows crawl. I ain't running, I just answer the call. With a soul stitched tight by sin and flame, I ride with ghosts that don't need names. Hell's got room for one more soul, and I ain't afraid to pay the toll. These wheels turn slow, but they always roll down to where the Reaper keeps control. One eye on the smoke, one hand on the door. Yeah, hell's got room for one more. Crosses burn on the hills I've passed, names carved deep in a whiskey glass. My prayers are rusted, my fate long cast. I'm a hymn of hate from a haunted past. Barstool prophets warned me twice, but I shook hands with colder ice. The preacher cried but wouldn't stay. He knew this rider don't kneel or pray. Hell's got room got room for one more ride, and I'm the storm they can't deny. I'll burn this trail with iron and lore, then knock like thunder on that old red door. So pour one out on the cold dirt floor. Yeah, hell's got room for one more. Got a room, and I'm knocking.
I was born where the black smoke rolls out past the pines and the busted coals. Mama said, boy, you got fire in your veins. Daddy just grinned, whispering chains. I don't take knees, I don't beg for grace. I wear my scars like a loaded case, a heart like flint, a soul like steel. I don't bow down, I break the wheel. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate. Whiskey eyes and blood red skies. I walk with ghosts, no preacher denies. Boots worn down on the devil's stone, but I ride like sin, cold to the bone. I've seen good men break, I've watched them crawl. I'd rather burn than beg it all. No white flag, no backward glance, just a one-way path and a loaded stance. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate. Steel winds howl and the thunder moans, but I ain't carved from breakable bones. They built their walls, I burned them down and wore the ash like a blackthorn crown. You can pray to heaven, you can curse my name, but if I don't care who fans the flame, I don't bend, I detonate. Wrath in boots at the reaper's gate. A shadow's howl, a reckoning sound. The kind of man you don't turn around. If you test me, seal your fate. I don't bend, I detonate. So light the match and seal your tomb. I'll be the storm, I'll be the boom. I don't break, I don't hesitate. I don't bend, I detonate.
You thought I'd fold, thought I'd fade, but I'm the bomb that don't obey. Built from rust, hate and scars, Now I'm burning like 1,000 stars. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. I held the line, bit my tongue. Now that silence weighs a ton. I was calm, I was nice. Now I'm colder than a block of ice. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. I'm the backlash, I'm the blast. I'm the shadow that's gonna last. Strike the match, watch me glow. Ain't no running from what you sow. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. So raise your voice, or raise your shield. This battleground won't ever yield. I ain't here to tolerate. I came back just to detonate.
The moon is rising over the graveyard hill. The night is thick, the air is still. Whispers echo through the ancient tree. Every shadow hides a mystery. Lost souls wander down these dusty roads in ragged clothes and heavy loads. The past is buried, but it ain't that deep. Secrets in the pines, they never sleep. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry in the night's dark frame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. Rusty chains on weathered gates guard the old house in a haunted state. Windows broken, doors askew, memories linger like the morning dew. Silent prayers in the chapel old, candles flicker against the cold. Winds of change, they howl and moan, but in these woods I'm never alone. The night holds secrets deep
the moon turns red. Ain't no rest till I'm good and dead. But till that day I'll ride on through with smoke and lead and a hell-bound view.
Lonesome road through dust and dusk, the wolf behind, the gray stand hushed. I sold my soul for one last sip, but the devil just laughs. My fate is stripped. In the midnight fire, whisper my name with the wandering choir. I don't see mercy, I don't see grace. I don't need light, my home's in the haze. My pockets are empty, my heart bears scars. They whisper my name, you won't get far. I hear their steps, but I don't care. The cards are dealt, it's a fate to share. Burn my shadow in the midnight fire, whisper my name with the wandering choir. I don't see mercy, I don't see grace. I don't need light, my home's in the haze. If death awaits me by the street, let her drink my blood, but not my dreams. Let my horse ride through the black. I chose my road, I won't look back. Burn, burn my shadow in the midnight fire. Whisper my name with the wandering choir.
Ash on my boots and blood in my teeth. The sun don't rise for men like me, born with a curse and raised by fire in a land where mercy's buried in wire. My mama said, boy, don't you trust no smile. They'll feed you lies and hang you in style. So I carved my law in rusted steel, where the quickest draw is the only deal. Strike first or rot in dirt, that's the only gospel I ever heard. Life don't wait and death don't flirt. You pull that trigger or you're the earth. No second chance, no last good word. Strike first or heart swells. I hear more truth in a shotgun shell. I've seen good men die with clean hands, and devils rise with a gold wedding band. With ghosts in my shadow's wake, each one a name that I had to take. But I sleep just fine in the Reaper's grin, 'cause hell respects the state I'm in. Strike first or rot in dirt, that's the only gospel I ever heard. Life don't wait and death don't flirt. You pull that trigger or you're the earth. No second chance, no last good word. Strike first or rot in dirt. Now there's blood on my coat and smoke in the breeze. I ride alone, but I ride free. No laws above, no judge below, just the echo of boots on a desert road. Strike first or ride in dirt. Scars don't heal, but they prove your worth. I chose this path, I claim this curse. My story's inked in gunpowder verse. So say your prayers, but know this first. Strike first or rot in dirt. I rode through fire with the devil's breath. Scars on my skin, kissed close by death. Ash on my boots, smoke in my hair. 1,000 ghosts still linger there. I walk through towns where the light won't go. Spoke to the shadows that nobody knows. My hands still shake, but my heart won't break. I buried sins you can't unmake. Survived hell, welcome back again. Rising from the blood and the bone and the pain. Thunder rolls where my soul's been, but I don't crawl, I rise in flame. You can't kill a man born in the wind. Survived hell, welcome back again. Whiskey prayers and a gunshot grace. Every saint I knew wore a sinner's face. I danced with ruin on a razor wire. Learned how to live in a funeral pyre. A wolf don't weep when the cold sets in. He just howls to the dark with a toothy grin. I've made friends with the storm and sin. Ain't no grave gonna hold me in. Survived hell, welcome back again. Rising from the blood and the bone and the pain. Thunder rolls where my soul's been, but I don't crawl, I rise in flame. You can't kill a man born in the wind. Survived hell, welcome back again. Now I ride where the brave don't tread, wearing fire like a crown on my head. If you see me
back again.